Hello all. At the time of recording this, I'm recording it due to the fact that, due to work and such, while I am making time to record videos, I've not got the time to do consistent opening video sections. I had intended to return to such, but due to life and, well, life really, I won't be able to return to those. I hope that you all enjoy the following stuff. I will try and do ones particular to a series that I'm running or such thing like that, or do general ones. This one is for my Mass Effect, and I hope you all enjoy. I'm back again for part 8 of my Mass Effect 3 modded. I think this is the longest running thing I've had on my channel. I found something that I'm happy to keep posting. To be fair, with the RimWorld stuff, I keep having mods and all that, so I'm sort of waiting for 1.0 to release, which I think it has, but I'm waiting for stuff to get updated to it. So, you know. But yes, this is part 8. We'll run around and do this and that, and hopefully make some progress.
How far?
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble.
Garrus, shut up and stop jinxing this, because now we'll find trouble.
Took out a frigate. Man, how many people?
Oh, that's
Oh
a
my god.
graphical
Would you look at
mistake.
that?
And down we go, Shepard.
Damn it. Look at Palaven. That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
Look around. That should give you some idea.
You're putting up a good fight.
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, we might have been ready.
Interesting
Hey,
question. Why don't you ask the
figure how you
Krogan?
prepare for something like this.
Like, ask the Krogan how long it takes for the fight to be kicked out of you, because they still haven't. You know? It'd be different for each species, and even on a person-by-person basis. That is such a major mistake. Am I poking holes in one of my favourite games? Yes, I am. Or at least the errors that have accumulated over the years. Like, that have been seen and around and about. But I'm fairly sure
More back here.
that's the wrong way. Damn, good. Bad
Shit, I
zombie.
hate those things. And New York is crawling with the creepy bastards? I never should have left Earth.
It's gonna be bad all over.
Leaving the fight just pisses me off.
But you're here asking Victus to do the same thing. Leave the fight to make nice and some border.
This summit is the only chance we've got. None of us is beating the Reapers alone.
Both sides have points there. Oops. Come on, Shepard, go around. It's not that hard. I think after I do this series, I'm gonna do a Dragon Age series,
Soldier,
which I'll
you
actually
okay?
record all
Yes,
of.
sir. We'll make it.
Have you seen General Victus?
Half hour ago. In his cell.
Okay, good luck.
Yes, sir.
I'll record all of it.
Commander, how many troops in that crash? 50? 75? Not sure.
Sounds right.
Hard to see a beautiful ship like that go down.
Not to mention the men serving on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, That was
That's
a little
not good.
closer than I'd like.
I'll say.
No survivors. Damn it.
Crash like that is not surprising.
She was going in. She hit at some speed, that one did. Down we go.
So, Loco, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy.
The Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up,
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
so they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with the Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
Yes, they are. I've actually watched Paragon Lost. I actually watched it just before doing this batch of recordings, so you know. So for this Mass Effect series, I'm actually going to be doing an opening sequence for each batch. And like I said, before doing this batch, I had to... The previous episode ended because of some stuff quickly came up. But I do, when I say batches, I mean the amount I do before I upload it. So
That sounds bad!
Okay, double time. No Reaper's taking this Primarch from me.
Right behind you!
no one's taking this Primarch from me. Shepard, it's not that easy, bud. Okay. Clear the camp. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you just started angling on me, haven't you? 2, 3. I need to get a bigger clip on this gun.
Move into the compound!
Moving!
Right behind you!
Wish I had the ammunition, the rifle, extra ammunition thing. That's the Black Star. That's a good gun. Like that'll be something I'm going to be using very shortly. But let's also have a quick look around because I'm. Am I looting in the middle of combat? Yes, I am. I don't have a timer. I don't have anything else to worry about. My men are killing those things, and the longer I can stay away from him, the happier I am. And there was also loot, so.
Roger that.
Alright, so we're pushing back. I'm using my Widow. I've just ensured I have a ammo mod on. We'll take Incendiary because I want to... When in doubt, with Reapers, burn them.
Give it everything you've got!
You'll find that I'm very picky on my shots. It's one of the reasons in Sniper Elite 4 I've got a long shot of 570 odd meters. This is on that's on the difficulty where you actually have to account for drop and what's the other word I'm looking for here? the windage.
Fight for these guys.
That's on that particular version where there's a lot more hard work goes into it. It's not the ridiculously hard things, but it's hard. I have to account for drop, travel time, you know. Carnage, thanks. Take cover! Shepard, you stood in fire too long. Blasted shields. Flinched exactly the wrong moment there. Those are frag grenades, not what I'm after. First aid. There's General Victus, but if I walk over to him, that's gonna finish this up, so let's finish having a look around. Also grab the Black Star, just to have it with me. And also to get the Codex. So far on this mission, I've used one Medigel. Keep a track of that, people. You'll find that I go for a minimalist approach to Medigel. Why can't I will also tell you what I missed from number 2. Oops. No, I won't. Cutscene.
General Victus,
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander, I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciated.
General, you're needed off-planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fedorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
I'm Primarch of Palaven, negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
Yes.
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
Well, diplomats are only one step above politicians. Aussies for life, we hate our politicians, yet we vote them into office. Oh, I wonder what this week's latest flavour of Prime Minister is. Sorry, some contextual jokes. Because as I'm playing this, I'm actually also in contact with some other people. I'm sorry, I just don't have my full attention. But yes, so what's the hesitation?
What makes you think you're not qualified?
I'm not really a by-the-book kind of guy, and I piss people off. My family's been military since the Unification War. War is my life. It's in my bones. But that kind of passion is deceptive. Can make you seem reckless when you're anything but.
Honestly, you sound perfect.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this moon.
Without him up there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it? Failed C-Sec officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor?
Think you can win this thing, Shepard? Yeah, I don't know, Garrus. But I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them, not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan.
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
Honestly, it's not the Krogan we need getting involved, because they're already fighting. We need the bloody Salarians to get off their asses.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I tried to smooth things over with the Salarian Dalatras. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that we cannot afford to waste time with the Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
I have some choice words that would probably get me banned from YouTube to say about that. So, first and foremost, let's activate our link to hack it.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Salarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well then, you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Yes. How's the attack on Earth going?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Artura Station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
I'm glad we went to Mars.
Sending us to the Mars Archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
Well, that's kinda... I don't know how to respond to that. What's your strategy for the war, sir?
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
It's just one battle.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
Will that be enough?
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
That's an interesting conversation path. Always has been. It's worth some thinking. I don't like saying it, but I don't view this as Mass Effect 3. The true ending, in my opinion, ignoring the red, blue, and green options, is the fact that not humanity, but the Citadel Alliance, as I'm going to call them, manages to deal enough damage to the Reapers to cripple them for the following cycle, and just dealing successive damage, like dealing enough damage that the next cycle has a chance. And that's what I view the Protheans have doing. And yeah, well, not the Protheans, but that's just because I'm biased against Protheans, I think.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
Liara appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
The risk it poses, but like, that's a big risk.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Yeah. What about Cerberus?
Any updates on Cerberus?
They're still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Illusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
Controlling the Reapers?
The Illusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Illusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
So, nothing more has popped up. There's no miraculous 5th option. So, I'm off Hackett.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
So, I'm going to finish this episode by doing my rounds around the ship. Alright. And, so yeah, I'm going to do my full ship round.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapons systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
Turian helped.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
Your new duties?
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I can relate
I
to that.
understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
What about the Palaven
How are things on
situation?
Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
That's deep. That's very deep. But, I gotta go, Victus.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
So, let's look at the new resources we've picked up. And the damage we've taken. So, Alliance. The Alliance 8th Fleet is down to 5 war assets. Updated, as Reaper forces attacked the Hades Gamma cluster, the 8th Fleet committed itself to its conventional hit-and-run tactics, retreating back to Ontarum in the Kepler Verge. The fleet was caught in an ambush and was largely wiped out. The few remaining frigates hassle smaller Reaper ships and protect the communications facility on the planets below. So, the Alliance fleet took a hit there. Turian's back forces. Alright. I said close that. And industrial and economic support. Minor colonial support. The Reapers stormed into the Hades Gamma cluster in full force, wiping out the 8th Fleet, while also destroying long-range convoys. Well, buoys, or boys, however you want to call them. And attacking the colonial settlements. The colonies, now in a desperate fight for their own existence, are no longer able to provide support. That's not good news. That means that humanity, which is currently bankrupt, mind you, has now got less support.
Commander, EDI just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know, she's not responding, and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Right, that's my first stop. Let's head down to Deck 3, people.
Come on, Gus.
Shepard, you better grab your sidearm. I'll have a look at that Codex update when I'm finished. Right, let's talk to Engineer Adams.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow
Righto.
your lead.
Joe,
Opening the door.
what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
I'm going in.
That is a horribly designed
Edie,
fire
talk to me.
extinguisher. Grab your sidearm!
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
Wait, what exactly happened here, Edie? Give me a full report, please.
Transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
That was dangerous.
You need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
I would have covered you.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Test it first, please.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Too true. Right, so journal, missions, alien metagel, banner of the first, yeah.
The Reaper weapon, although melee
So
combat,
these are standard
the Reaper, a myth, sovereign
ones to the best of my knowledge.
The Reaper called Reaper in the Citadel races have
Like I
classified
said, to the best of my knowledge, there's
the Citadel
nothing
races have classified
new
the known
in this.
variants of Reapers. Marauders are husks.
I may be wrong, and
cannibals
there
are
could be, but nothing I've heard or
Biotics is
seen
the
says
when
otherwise.
subjected to an electrical
Especially
current,
considering these ones have
element
voiced.
zero can increase or once believed to be a Metagel is a common Omni-tools are the genophage bioweapon.
So
Cerberus,
that's just so they stop
originally
beeping at me.
Asari made after the battle of the cyclonic barrier technology. Cerberus, after the Battle of the Citadel, human and Turian volunteers spent 3 months clearing the state.
I'm so honestly surprised we don't see more
Cerberus
Phanex weaponry in the
In recent
battle.
years, the elusive man is a human.
known associates.
Admiral David Edwards, Dr. Liara, Lieutenant Commander, the Enhanced Defense, Garrus Vakarian is a noted Flight Lieutenant, Dr. Karen Chop. When humanity, Earth, the home, a political economic, the Systems Alliance is an independent. The Citadel is inspectors are agents. In the early 22 centuries ago, the Elcor are the Geth, the Hanar are a Citadel. When the Asari, the Krogan evolved, driven from their home, the Volus are a 50,000.
Like I said, I'm just
The
going through
second
these
species,
quickly
the
so that way
Asari,
they stop
roughly 12.
flashing at me because I find it annoying. So Alliance Intelligence Services, battle report of losses of Hades Gamma. Friendly assets, System Alliance 8th Fleet, code Ally 8 Fleet, 7 Wolfpack squadrons, total 10 cruisers, 35 frigates. So 5 frigates per Wolfpack, a cruiser per Wolfpack as well, and then 3 cruisers to act as a command basis would be my guess in how it was a raid. Losses, we lost 9 cruisers and 34 frigates. That's a lot of damage with 1 cruiser damage. So we have one undamaged frigate and a damaged cruiser left of the 8th fleet. Enemy assets estimated 8 Sovereign class capital ships, 30 destroyer class vessels. Well, ships was the exact word. So the destroyers are about 160 meters long, which would put them at roughly the frigates, I think it was. I can't quite exactly remember the frigate's length, but they punch way above their weight class, their size. Unknown quantity Collector Oculus class fighters. No reported Reaper losses. Mm-hmm. Right, so that is a rather interesting write-up. I like how they do this. I like how they've done this. They weren't exactly specific about the sizes of the wolf packs, so like I said, my guess it would be the 5 frigates to each pack with a cruiser. The cruiser would be a command and control vessel. Essentially it would be the point around which the frigates would rally. The frigates are to act as, well, the wolf pack, and the cruiser would be in charge of them, directing, providing some staying power if the frigates start to get overwhelmed. So, yeah, that's how I foresee the wolf pack being arrayed. Salarian government, nothing there. I don't think any of these are important. I'm sort of just looking for anything that I can sort of go, this has been added by the thing, by the mods. Citadel and Galactic Government. So I'm just these couple I don't think have been done, but I only really want to look at the military doctrine. So yeah, that one was rather interesting to read. Like I said, I can't remember what ones of these are actually in vanilla Mass Effect 3. So one of these days, probably towards the end of the game, when I've actually got most of them, I'm going to sit down and go through all of them. But yeah, so like I said, at the end, I'm probably going to sit down and go through each and every one of these things. creepy. So adrenaline rush, power duration. I will take the offensive power. So we are finished in here. So we'll actually continue with the third floor. Karen?
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this.
That he will. That he will.
Commander.
So we're done there. Now, I know that there's one to be done here. Time to go talk to Garrus. That's going to be an interesting one.
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Can I point out, if my math is right, there's only 39 Turian dreadnoughts. But I don't know if it's canon or not, but I can't remember if it is, but I think they field pocket dreadnoughts, so ships that aren't quite dreadnoughts. But don't quote me on that one. That one could have just... I've got half a memory of talking about it with a friend, and I can't remember if it's canon or not, but in my head canon, they field like vessels that they're not quite the kilometer that a dreadnought is, but they've got a big ass gun that's above a cruiser or a heavy cruiser. So, yeah. Now Garrus.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
That I can relate to, Garrus. That I can relate to. But there's no Shepard without Vicarion.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
That respectable part's hard to believe, but it won't be easy, Garrus.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
Alright, time for an investigative discussion. What about your family, Garrus?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
Don't worry, man. They'll be good.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's okay.
Alright, investigate. What do you think our chances of winning are, man?
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
No doubt.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
Investigate? Garrus, what about your task force?
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
Makes for a hell of a story, but man.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
Any results, man?
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
What about the Primarch Victus, man?
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
Maybe it could be you.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vakarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
I have to give him that. That is a good comeback. Like, both of them were correct there. Right, nothing more, man.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
I have to say, Garrus is my bro. Like, Garrus is my pretty much my favorite one of the like the interactions you can have with him. It's great, and the relaxation scene at the end. That yeah. Sum it up. I like Garrus. He's an awesome character.
You don't want to come over and talk.
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus.
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
That makes me wonder if Garrus has PTSD. Anything good here? Nope. I wish. Liara or Broker Terminal? Liara, Broker Terminal. Liara. We'll start with the Broker Terminal. That one's actually an interesting question. Just means you have to remove their eyes first. Actually, saying that like that makes me feel like I'm weird. Like, really, really bad. But, yeah. Liara?
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palaven's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palaven from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning.
That's deep.
Hello again.
A pleasure to see you.
I don't remember hitting and trying to talk to Garrus again.
Good to be back on board, Shepard. It's nice to see Liara again. I actually missed this place. Somehow, I always knew I'd see the Normandy again. How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, so now we hit the end of his dialogue. Nothing in there. Nope. I could watch that for hours. It's rather hypnotic. I can't use the computer. Down to engineering we go. We'll start in the cargo.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones he encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes. I suppose it was.
Right, Javik.
I am feeling better, Commander. I stand ready to fight. Do not be concerned about me. The years in stasis have only made me hungrier to fight the Reapers. Perhaps later, Commander. Perhaps later, Commander.
No, for some reason, I feel like calling him Commander Javik. Like, it's just a feeling that that was the rank he held.
Nothing to report, Commander. Nothing to report, Commander.
Clear. Now, I got some credits to waste. Because if memory serves, I think I had something still to get here. I have several things still to get here. So we have the Armax defense system. Close range survival plus 50%. I'd love to get the Javelin missiles, but I think I'm going to pick up the anti-proton injectors. That speed is going to be crucial at the moment. The faster I can get in and out, the faster the ship gets to safety.
I have to ask, do all war reporters look so, feminine? I mean, You made up so well.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, Curly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail.
Fun fact, apparently Turians write the creepiest fan mail.
Whose neck was that? She has got some curves. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Nope,
Not
carry
right
on.
now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
Shuttle bay. Where's Cortez? Cortez! Cortez! So, those credits I'm gonna save, even though I could buy a few weapon upgrades. I won't. I'm gonna save them. Oh, there you are, Cortez.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
Do you ever rest? Like, I know Shepard doesn't, but he's Shepard. He's superhuman.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
Don't work too hard, man.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, the reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do it for me, man. As your friend, do it for me.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. It's a favor to me.
I find it very hard to say no to you, Shepard.
As it should be.
James.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Ready when you are. Ready when you are.
Righto. And up we go. We'll go to my cabin. And then from there we'll go down to so I've technically had my look up here. From here, I'm going to go down to the CIC.
Commander, I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Okay. So I have yet to
Commander,
talk to Trayanor
Are
and
you alright? It
Joker.
was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
What about Grissom Academy?
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
I'd like to help them.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had EDI perform an analysis. It's fake. EDI thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Nice work, Traynor. You spotted it.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Traynor. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Commander? Commander?
Traynor doesn't want to talk to me anymore. So next we'll go talk to good old Joker. The guy who's saved Shepard more than pretty much anyone else in the series. And well, actually we'll talk to EDI first.
Hey Commander, check out my co-pilot!
Did you know about this, Joker?
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that EDI was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it?
Good
Look
point.
at that! I would've baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, EDI. Yes, you are.
The married couple routine.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
He sounds so dejected.
What's this about?
There.
Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
I expect good judgment.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
You choose your own path, EDI. I trust you.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Turn around. Talk to EDI again.
Yes, Shepard?
Investigate. What's your body's capabilities, EDI?
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Very few. It's optics space forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh. I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
Curiosity seems very organic.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
Interesting point. Any more you'd like to raise, Edie? Right. What about your work?
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
You experiment with it?
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
Interesting point. Your new body?
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
You like things?
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting. That was a joke.
That look of... Nope, nope, stay back, stay back! What about the Normandy?
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
You deceived them?
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
No, that's Edie's conversation tree tapped out, so
Carry
we'll
on.
head off.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
So,
Yeoman Fitch to the AI core. Cleanup on the AI core. Bring a vac unit capable of disposing of foam.
she wants herself cleaned.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Joker.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated. Commander? Commander?
True. There's also a rather interesting conversation to listen to a little bit later down the line between Joker and Garrus.
Commander, you have a message
It's a
from
joke
Commander
slash
Williams.
insults
She must be
competition.
feeling better. Commander?
I thought I just heard something about Lieutenant Williams. Alright, suspect a terminal. Colony surrendered to the Reaper. We lost Akuz, Kuereva, and Shanxi. Kind of a pity about Shanxi. That place has like a cursed history for humanity. We keep losing it. But good to get that update. I'm going to put off on that one. I feel bad for doing it, but that'll come in handy later. Email. So Synthetic Insights. That one. Interesting insight. God. Bad pun the minute I realised after I said it. Synthetics Insights. Gives a bit of insight. Yeah. I'm sorry, people. Lynch me, mob me. It's up to you. Beckenstein negotiations. Acknowledge. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Meet me in Purgatory. Thane. Okay. I'll have to deal with that one. How can the Reapers block QEC connections? That one gets me confused. Alright, I'll deal with that one. Okay. Normandy Manifest. That's the equipment manifest. UT-47As, Tritons, MechBay. Right. Crew manifest. Captain is Commander Shepard. Executive Officer was Flight Lieutenant Moreau, but will now be... they even gave him rank of Commander Javik. So just going to have a quick read through of each of these. they even added that. I actually did that mission too, so... Right, so I think I'm going to put, I might leave it as Lieutenant Moreau, Joker. Marine Officer will actually be... I might make that Garrus. Chief Engineer is Lieutenant Adams, Medical Officer Chakwas, Supply Officer Cortez, Flight Officer Moreau, Communications Traynor, Gunnery Officer Vicarian, Science Officer Tassoni. We have no Propulsion Engineer, no Power Engineer. Armory Lieutenant Cortez, Armory Lieutenant Vega, and Cortez is also Shuttle Pilot. On board we have a detachment strength of a squad. Yes, can't get any bigger. And we have on board a chef. Exit. Right. So, bit of a journal update there. So let's have a quick look at the journal. Humanity, the N7. So that's actually a rather interesting thing, because you can get people who have got less experience as a higher rank. So, sort of, as an officer, it gives you, at a glance, an idea of what each of your subordinates is good at and how experienced they are. Planets and locations. Beckenstein. Interesting. So, yeah, obviously the Humanity and Systems Alliance is obviously new, just based on that. The fact that the thing popped up there. Codex, planets and locations,
The
Grissom
John Grissom
Academy.
Academy, founded in 21... The John Grissom...
Mission summary, we have mission on Beckenstein, N7 extractions, Dr. Bryson and Grissom Academy. So from here, I'll end the episode. I hope you have all enjoyed. I know I have. And like, review, it's all up to you fellas, or ladies as the case may be. So we're gonna, like I said, we're calling it here. Thank you for watching.